Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Starting with the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. My name is Malaika and I am from the Department of BS Chemistry. Today in my presentation, I am going to share my experience of completing the third course of Python, which was data manipulation with Pandas library. In this course, I learned about how we can transform our data frames, how we can apply different aggregate functions to our data frames, how we can slice or index our data frame, and how we can visualize our data frames. So let's get started. First of all, talking about transforming data frames. Now, for example, I have a data frame, a table, which name is homelessness, and I want to print the values of homelessness. This is basically the different parts of data frame. The syntax will be simple, table name followed by values syntax. If I want to print out the column of the homelessness, simply I will write the table name followed by dot columns. If I want to print out the index of a table, simply the table name, which is homelessness, will be followed by the index syntax. Then what about subsetting rows? In subsetting a row of a particular table, the syntax is simple. First of all, you will write the table name. In the square bracket, again you will write the table name. And then in another square bracket, you will write that column according to which you want to subset your table. But if there are various conditions, then the syntax will be different. For example, I want to filter my table, which is homelessness, according to the rows where family members is less than 1000 and the region is specific. So in that case, first syntax or first condition which requires family members should be less than 1000, and the second subsetting or the second condition which requires the region should be equal to Pacific will be separated by the and symbol. Talking about adding new columns to a table. For example, I have a table named homelessness and I want to add a column named total into my table, and I want that total column to be a sum of the individuals and family members. So first of all, I will write my column name followed by its, first of all, I will write the table name followed by its column name, which I want to add in a square bracket. And then I will specify the different conditions according to which I have added that column. Talking about aggregating data frames. For example, is a table named sales or data frame named sales, and I want to print the first few rows of that data frame. I will write the syntax table name followed by dot head. If I want to print out the info about my particular data frame, then the table name would be followed by info. If I want to print out the mean or median of a table or in the table of a particular column, then my table name will be followed by my column name in a square bracket, and that will be followed by dot mean or dot median according to the condition. Talking about dropping duplicates. If I want to drop certain duplicate combinations in my table, then what will I do? For example, I have a data frame called sales and I want to drop the duplicates named store and type combinations. The syntax would be sales column followed by the drop duplicates. In the bracket, I will write subset, which will equal to those combinations in the square bracket which I want to drop. Talking about grouping summaries or grouping tables by different columns. For example, I want to group my particular table by type and weekly sales column. The syntax would be simple. My table name will be followed by the group by symbol. Then in the parentheses and in the square bracket, I will write the column names according to which I want to group by my result. And then further conditions will be specified. Talking about slicing and indexing data frames. First of all, talking about indexing. For example, I want to set index of a particular table, then simply the syntax would be table name followed by set index syntax. If I want to reset that index, simply the table name will be followed by reset index syntax. If I want to drop the contents of a particular table which I have reset it earlier, simply the table name will be followed by reset index, and in the parentheses I will write drop is equal to true, which means that I want to drop the contents of a particular table which I have reset it earlier. Talking about slicing data frame. We can slice data frame in row, in column, or in both directions at once. Slicing our data frame is similar to the subsetting a data frame. The difference lies here that in the slicing data frame, we will write the dot log syntax after the column name or table name. At the last, talking about visualizing our data frame. For visualizing my data frame, first of all, I would have to import my matplotlib library. Then, according to a condition, if I want to print the first few rows of data, I would. Then, if I want to group my result according to a various condition, I would do that also. Now, for visualizing my data frame, if I want my data frame, which is avocados, to be visualized in a form of bar chart, then simply the table name will be followed by dot plot syntax, and in the parentheses I will choose the kind of plot which I want to, in which I want to visualize my data frame. And then I will write plt.show and my data frame would be visualized. This was my statement of accomplishment that arrived just after I completed my course. I hope it was helpful. That's all from my side. Thank you.